back from the dead. It's Julie and the Painter.
You're so funny.
Yeah. How's it going, sweetie?
Well, honey, actually, I've been telling you, and you have been ignoring me mostly, but
I've been ignoring
mostly.
you.
I've been telling you about this pain I have in my neck, right?
Yeah,
here.
you've been complaining about it, man.
Yeah,
Is it-
yeah.
you think it's a pinched nerve?
I don't know what it is, but it kind of goes. It's really like my muscles really sore, so it could be a muscle thing, but it causes pain to actually like radiate up into my head and behind my ear, and it actually is. I mean, there's times when I would say on that whole like pain scale, it would be like maybe a 5 or a 6.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. Now there's time. Mostly, it's more like a 2, or sometimes even a 1 or a 2. It's
You're
barely,
talking about that scale.
barely noticeable.
You're talking
Yeah,
about that
like
scale
at the
when, if you go to
hospital.
the hospital, you do these
Yeah.
charts, get all these little smiley faces on it.
Yes, and always, I can't tell you. Many of you may not know this about me, or I may have mentioned it before. I'm not sure, but I was a hospital employee for a few years in my young life. So I actually worked in the emergency room at the Albert B. Chandler University of Kentucky Medical Center as a nursing assistant.
So you're an expert at this.
Well, no, I'm not an expert. It has nothing to do with my diagnosis. I mean, I am actually pretty good at that sort of thing, if I do say so myself. I'm good at diagnosing. I am.
So what's the diagnosis?
Well, okay. So I just was looking this up as we were getting ready for the podcast because I've looked it up several different ways. I've described it different ways, and and it says it could be a pinched nerve or it could be muscle pain, but it's more. There was this one thing that it said it could be, but I just read this today, just now, and I'm like,
What the hell's so funny?
well, you'll find out because I'm sure this is what it is. Okay, so it says lower right neck pain, which that's kind of what it is. It's kind of often caused by muscle strain from poor posture, sleeping awkwardly, or looking down at screens for too long.
You are busted, man. That's an iPhone neck's what you got.
And the funny thing
You
is,
got the smartphone neck. It's a smartphone condition.
I have another injury from holding my phone too much.
Yeah, man. I don't doubt it, man. I've never seen anybody on a phone as much as you.
Do you know I have a strain and arthritis right here in this, not from holding my phone. I'm not kidding. The same thing. I looked that up, and it said, well, it's from repetitive use or repetitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this pain is for real. So I want to know if anyone else suffers from this, but it makes me afraid now that it's from looking at my phone. And the other thing is, just in my defense, I also have a job where I have to do a lot of driving now. And I noticed that it hurts. It starts again every time I drive. And I'm in the car, I mean, like 20 times more than I used to be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to drive a lot.
I have to drive a lot. Yeah. So I go from place to place, and then anyway, I drive a lot. So I think it could be the same thing. You kind of look down. It's kind of you kind of looked at, but it starts hurting when I drive. And I just drove about, I don't know, a little hour each way this evening, and it was really, really hurting. And and the thing is, it can't get better because if I give up my job, I would just be on my phone more. And
which would worsen the smartphone neck condition you have.
Yeah, and and it's like I'm doomed. I'm doomed, honey. So I have significant pain
because there's no way we can reduce the hours we spend on a smartphone.
Oh yeah, I can. I could work more, but then I'd be driving. I think driving is what hurt. But then I'd be driving. Yeah, I'm serious. I'd be driving, and it does. When I think about it now, it does seem to start bothering me when I'm on my phone or driving. I've diagnosed myself. They tell you not to do that, not to like Google things and diagnose yourself, but I'm telling you that's BS right now. It's absolutely fine to look on the internet and diagnose yourself if you're a reasonable person.
Everybody does it.
If you're a reasonable person. Now, the problem is some of you are not reasonable people, and you know who you are. And I'm speaking to a few of my very favorite fans in particular. You will look online and always, always, always go to the worst thing it could be.
Right.
It's like, well,
right.
like, like one time I got really freaked out because I had dry mouth, and it was like, you look it up and it's like, well, it could just be you're a little dehydrated. It could be that you took some medicine that gave you dry mouth, or it could be that you have like Sjogren's disease, which is when you don't have like a lot of your eye, you don't make a lot of secretions, you don't make a lot of your eyes don't water, and or you could have lupus, so you get tested for all the.
So I'm sure you automatically assumed you had lupus.
No, or you could have diabetes, or you could have AIDS. No, I assumed I had AIDS.
Not that age is funny, but that's funny.
It was funny. Yeah, it ruined like a month of my life. So
This reminds me of a time I went to my doctor, for a regular checkup, and I said, "Well, I'm tired." He asked me if I was tired much, and yeah, I'm pretty much tired every day, but I stay up too late.
drink wine.
I
And
stay up too late. I drink, and then I get up really, really early. I'm a really early riser, so I don't get enough sleep. Well, he looked at me and he said, "Are you planning on changing any of that behavior?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Well, then let's move on." That's you and your phone.
that's funny.
Oh,
isn't it?
you felt you took offense there for a minute.
I know, as most of America, I don't know if it's this, I'm assuming it's kind of worldwide now, but all of us are on our phones too much. And I'm definitely, I'm definitely on the above average side. There's no doubt. I will be on my phone even when the TV's on and stuff. It's a very, very bad habit. We could do a whole show on that, just how like iPhones have ruined our lives. They've also made our lives cool, but they've also ruined our lives. It reminds me of that comic. Do you remember that comic where he talks about how now we can just text each other, and it used to be that we actually had to like leave a message on a device. We actually had to wait all day until we got home and to see if the little light was blinking or not,
Right.
and get our
On the
messages.
answering machine.
Yeah, and he also talked about how it used to be when you're at work and you're like, "No, who was that guy that invented the cotton gin?" I don't think that's what it was, but it was something like he's like, "I know that guy. Seems like he had a name, sounded like a girl name, part of it, or he goes." And so that's it. You didn't go any further. And he goes, "Maybe on your lunch hour, you call your friend. You're like, 'Hey, Bob, remember in history class that guy that invented the cotton gin?'" And he goes on and on about how his friend, the friend goes to the library and looks it up because he's curious, and the guy actually has to drive to the library, have a library card, get a book, look it up in the little card catalog.
Yeah, but he wound up finding out, man. So who the hell was that anyway? I can't remember.
I think that's not what it was on the thing. But
No, I think it was. I think it was the guy. Yeah.
It was something. His was someone with three names. Didn't Eli Whitney or something
That's who invented the cotton gin.
That's what I said.
That's who he was talking about.
No, it was somebody with three names but it was like I don't know, but it wasn't the cotton gin. It was something like that. Though it was like, who was that guy that And then his friend actually goes and looks it up and leaves him a message. It's a funny bit. I wish I knew who the comedian was.
It was good.
It was
I can't remember who that was. It's been a while since we saw that one. Yeah.
We do like comedy shows.
And we're getting ready to go on vacation.
We are.
Yeah.
It's the first really big vacation we've taken in a long time for us.
It is a big one, too.
It's a big one. Yeah, we're really excited. Should we tell people where we're going, or should we have them be surprised?
I don't know, man. It's, it might be better if we go ahead and do the travel and we don't have all the fans flocking around just the whole time we're doing it. We'll wait till we get back and then tell them.
No, I like the fans. I like to be the center of attention.
Of course.
You do too.
Yeah.
Well, we're not really going to have fans, but I
don't know, man.
I have some show ideas though. I was thinking how
this shit might go viral tomorrow. Man.
I was thinking this might go viral. Imagine this: I reenact scenes from The Sound of Music.
Oh my God! So that's the story, right? We're going to Salzburg.
Yeah. We're going to Austria. Yeah, we're going to Austria and some of the surrounding countries.
Julie is a Sound of Music fanatic.
Oh my God, this is like a dream come true. I am more excited about. We're going to Budapest and Prague and Vienna. We're going to these awesome cities where I've never been in the Alps before. Really, I mean.
Yeah, and I'm not super
not really.
excited.
I have never been in the Alps before.
I'm not super excited about Sound of Music.
That's because he hasn't seen it in a long time.
I saw it. It was not moving.
Oh my God. Not moving. Yeah. You cry when you watch.
I cry watching a Rolaids commercial.
And you can say The Sound of Music isn't moving when they're all singing Edelweiss and the Nazis are there. You're not feeling something?
Well, I remember you saying it was the best movie ever made.
It is the best movie ever made. But I mean, It's beautiful. I mean, I bet.
You want to try to say that's better than Scarface or
It's not better than
or
The Godfather. I think The
The
Godfather is one of the
Godfather
best movies ever
or
made. Hmm.
I mean, I could just keep ripping them off. Platoon,
Platoon
all,
is a good movie. I don't know if it's in the top 20, but it's definitely in the top 100. I'm not kidding. It was groundbreaking. It
but
changed. It was
Sound of
a
Music lands at number one.
Oh, no, maybe not. Well, it's definitely in the top 10.
Oh, you're backing off now. I
Oh.
got you to back
Well,
off.
I mean, to me, it's definitely in the top 10, maybe the top 5. And I mean that from a really I love it, but it's also like just incredible scenery
Yeah.
and incredibly well done.
Oh, we
It's
should
a
see that scenery.
Yeah,
We're
well,
gonna be
I
there.
really would like it if you've watched the movie with me before we go.
Oh my gosh! I don't really like chick flicks.
It's not really a chick flick. There's Nazis in it. How can any Nazi
Well,
movie be a chick flick?
they turn it into Sound of Music.
Well, it's a true story, and they really did leave. They really did.
Nobody has ever lived their life. First off, they got you fooled on that. Nobody's ever lived their life singing a song every time they walk through a door.
Probably not, but the family actually were musicians and still are musicians. Like their great grandchildren are still like a singing group.
Really? So,
Yeah, they're for real. Remember, we went to the Von Trapp Lodge in Vermont.
yeah, I remember being there, but I thought it was a sales gimmick or something.
No, the real family left Austria and reestablished during the World War II and came to the United States. And
And they built a lodge in Vermont.
they did. And they said they picked Vermont because it reminded them of Austria.
No, well, I will tell you that was a beautiful place.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Vermont where we were at.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah, I love Vermont. It's one of my
Yeah.
favorite states. I'd love to retire there. Honestly, I love Vermont. Hard winters, but God, I love Vermont. It's just there's not many places where you can be that far away from and I'm thinking like upper New Hampshire and Vermont, like that near Burlington, and where you can be like that far away from. It's rural. I mean, it's pretty rural, and then still be like within an hour of just like top tier hospitals. Right there where Dartmouth is, and only like 3 hours from New York City and 3
Yeah,
hours from
yeah.
Boston. It's like to me,
Vermont's a pretty cool state.
Yeah, that's-
I
I'm
got
not-
I got to hand it to them over there. They got a nice state.
and probably not that far from Toronto. I mean, it's just seriously, I could retire in Vermont. In fact, I always used to say, my girlfriends and I, a few of us, that if we were widows, we were going to move to Vermont and live together. Not as lesbians or anything.
No, right. Yeah, I'm sure.
Just live together. In fact, we were going to do things like knit and cook and have a garden, big dogs.
Hold up. All this stuff you're talking about, knitting, cooking, gardening. I'm
I like
having
to
trouble
cook.
picturing you in this mix.
Oh, I like to cook and I like to garden. I like to have a garden.
You like to have a garden and you like to have things cooked and you like.
I do like to cook or help cook. So, I mean, Amy and I could, I shouldn't probably name my friends by name.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
She didn't say Amy out loud.
But the funny thing was when we were all talking about it, because I was like, oh, I said, I said, we need to have like big dogs. We need to have big dogs and live together and knit. And
Who knits?
None of it. Nakoma knits. And I know.
Now, you just did it again. You're naming these real people.
Oh, yeah. And her name is definitely,
Yeah.
there's not that many Nakomas in the
Oh,
world.
they'll figure it out now. She'll have paparazzi chasing her everywhere.
Well, she's an excellent knitter, if anybody wants to know. But the funny thing was, I'm like, when I say all this, and like I just said, we're not moving there this weekend because we're lesbians, but it's like
Because you are lesbians?
no, but isn't that what you would expect lesbians to act like? They have big dogs, they're knitting. Oh God, we probably need to cut this. This is so so politically incorrect. I mean, wearing flannel shirts.
Oh, yeah. Keep going. Keep digging that hole, man.
Well, I mean, a lot of women like dogs. Women are very often.
I know what I'm getting
No,
you
listen,
all for
listen.
Christmas this year. I'm getting you wallets with chains on them.
So- Women like animals. We're very, nurturing and stuff.
Yeah.
And so here's
Well, you're a
here's where
dog
I'm going
fanatic.
with this. And all lesbians are women.
Yeah, I think all of them are.
Yeah.
That's-
And women, almost all women like dogs. It's not just lesbians. So to say that we were going to have dogs, when that's kind of what you would expect of lesbians, it's also what you would expect of most women.
Now, what is it again?
Never mind.
Well, you lost me.
Having the big dogs.
I'm
and
still
the garden.
pondering over that thing that all lesbians are women.
Well, what I was getting at is I wasn't being I said I was so politically incorrect, like to say something about like, oh, we're gonna
Flannel
have garden and
shirts
knit
and
and
yeah,
have like it was a stereotype, but
yeah. That's what you were doing too.
it's not what I meant to do at all in any way. But I can guarantee you there's not going to be a bunch of men up there knitting it. Well,
Yeah, nowadays you never know, man.
men also sometimes do like to have big dogs because I don't know, they think there's something manly about it. I
I've had
guess.
flannel shirts.
You have one.
Yeah, I do.
You've only had one since I've known you, and I gave it to you because I bought it for one of my other kids, and
Too big for him.
it was too big for him. So it's not your typical look. It's like sweatpants. I don't think I've ever seen you in sweatpants.
Nah, it's just something I don't wear.
Not around. Now you
Now, I
did.
wear them in the gym.
Yeah, I was gonna say you did. They
in
were
the gym,
but even they weren't your like
what-
what people would consider sweatpants. They were like working out pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but yeah, only in the gym. Like he never wore them home or anything.
Right.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, so I haven't really seen you in them. That makes it obvious then because we don't ever go to the gym together. So I'm a non-exerciser on top of everything else. Yeah. So we're going to Eastern Europe. I'm really excited about that. That'll be
Yeah.
cool.
Now, what are all the places where we're going? Go ahead and tell them that.
We're going to Budapest and then
Budapest is in Hungary.
yeah. Well, we're going to go like it looks like this. It's like a Budapest and then Vienna.
What's it look like again?
So there's Budapest and then maybe Vienna is just a little like this way. I think I have to look at the map to be sure, but it's just like just so there's like Budapest and then Vienna, and then we're gonna take the train across Austria to Salzburg. And kind of stay. We're staying there. People told me maybe we were staying there too long, but I want to see the countryside and take a little rest from the cities, anyway. So if we chill out a little those days. And then we're going to go to Prague. Yeah. So we're then the Czech Republic.
That's a pretty good trip. You're talking Budapest, Vienna, Salzburg, and Prague. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it'll be really good. Yeah, I wish we had like an extra day or two in every city. We have a pretty nice trip planned, but it's hard to get a real feel for places and just 2 or 3 days. I think we're not staying any place less than 3 nights, but still, that's hard. So anyway, that's exciting, and we haven't been on a big trip in a while, so I thought we'd do a little filming there,
Yeah, we'll probably will.
especially in Salzburg, because I really am going to reenact The Sound of Music. If there's a certain scene that anyone would like to see, feel free to email us.
Or put it in the comments.
Or put it in the comments. That's even better. Put it in the comments if there's a scene you want us to reenact. Oh my God, this could be so funny.
I'll film her running through a field singing the crazy song.
I would
The Sound
like
of
to
Music
ask
song.
everyone out there to put in the comments a scene that has Captain Von Trapp in it. So that Jason has to participate.
You might be disappointed by that one.
So we could do, we could do the, you are 16 going on 17.
Oh my gosh.
Innocent as a
Oh,
rose.
come
Because listen, we're going to go to that gazebo, honey, that very gazebo. We can do the dance. All right, I digress. I don't know what you're messing with over there, but
Sorry.
I digress. I haven't really talked much about going back to work. I got new glasses.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's probably wondering who I am, even.
Oh yeah.
'cause
Well,
I
you
don't even
actually
look the
got a
same.
tooth. You got a complete tooth.
Oh, yeah. Remember? Oh, thank God I finally got that freaking tooth fixed. I cannot believe.
Yeah, we actually did an episode on you breaking that tooth.
Yes, you can look it up because it was a bad. I fell. And,
Total face plant, right into
Birkenstocks.
concrete, man.
on a curb. I mean, the tip of my Birkenstocks caught on the curb, and I mean, full force, the face plant, and it hurt, and it broke my glasses. It broke my tooth.
Yeah.
It was, and that's the first thing I said. My tooth. I was so upset.
So then when we were filming podcast, we had to switch seats the whole time her tooth was broke because she didn't want the camera catching that tooth.
It was really obvious. It was my incisor. Yeah. So anyway, it's fixed now. Don't look too close at my teeth. My teeth are starting to look like old people teeth. That's my obsession now. Is that mean to say?
No, man, you need to relax.
No, my
you
teeth
look fine.
No, just okay. Well, I wonder if they have a mechanism where you can whiten your teeth on camera.
Oh, yeah.
You can in pictures. You can.
Well, I don't know about the film. I mean,
Oh,
I'm sure
film.
there's something out there. There's
well, let's get it.
probably some kind of AI app to.
Some sort of app that just makes you look like kind of like how you have filters on your phone and you can make your pictures look better. Surely you could do that with the whole video, right?
Yeah, well, I know they got an app where we can give them the whole video of us talking, and it comes back with us looking like babies. I would be
Jason.
if you got that done. I would be like a baby with a goatee and glasses, and headphones. We,
Jason, that's funny, but Jason is a little obsessed with the baby videos. He really does
I,
like
I
them.
like the baby maintenance guys, man. They got their hard hats with the stickers on, and they're cursing, and it's just hilarious.
I like the political ones with like the Donald Trump baby and the,
Oh
and
yeah,
the
there's a
JD
ton
Vance
of
baby
those.
and
There's tons of them.
yeah, I think those are fun. I mean, they're funny. Even,
But
even
you
if
need to
even if
get
they were people out.
you need to step away from them though, because part of that's what's causing your smartphone disease. You got screwing your neck up.
I don't watch the baby videos. You do.
Yeah, I
You're
do.
the baby video
But I do it
person.
very sparingly. My neck doesn't hurt.
Yeah, you're busy. That is the answer. I mean, when you're working, you're not really on your phone. So from the time your meetings start at whatever 7:38, I mean, you're not really on your phone too much during work. But
Yeah, but the way today is, even at work, the phone is used as a tool a lot. People text more than they speak nowadays. Even at work, a lot of people at work prefer to text rather than call or talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, and it is easier than I had an attorney once, actually, an attorney that I hired used to drive me crazy because she hated it when people called her. Yeah, she's great. She's still a friend of mine, but she hated it when people called her, and I'd be like, and I'd send her like an email, like, can I talk to you today, or can I schedule a time to talk to you? And she'd be like, can't you just type it, and she pretty much would tell me no, like, because she knew that it was a situation involving a child of mine. It was an education matter. Education attorney, special education attorney. And she knew that what I was going to turn into a 20-minute conversation could have been an email that she would just have to answer 1 or 2 words to. She would read it and then be like, wow, that's, she'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. Or it used to drive me crazy. I'd write people these big emails and there were a couple of them that would just,
give
text
a 2-word
back,
answer.
thanks, or, or okay, and you're like, okay, what? No, I get it now. How much I underestimated how busy these people were,
what
and how they're
people were
like
actually doing.
that she was preparing for trial and getting her next 3 cases in, and she didn't have time to listen to my story. I wanted to tell her something that happened, or every once in a while she'd be like, can it be an email? And I mean, every once in a while, which what I realized was rarely did I say no, but every once in a while it was like, all right, I think she figured at least if I took the time to email, she could decide whether it was worth a phone call or not,
Right.
Oh God, I snorted online.
Oh man.
Don't will you edit that out?
I don't know, man. We'll see we'll see if it was funny or not.
You could put like a little piggy nose on me or something. And that would be so mean, and people would not like that. They would not like that. They would change their opinion of you, Jason.
Oh yeah.
And I've tried to build you up, Buttercup. Haven't I?
What are you getting at?
I'm just saying, I mean, you look good. I mean, and you have a reason to. I mean, I'm always talking about all the stuff you do for me and how you cook for us and shop for us and do the laundry. I'm willing to make myself look like the worst wife ever. I'm sure there's people wondering, God, she must be great in the set. I mean, right? Because they're like, what the fuck does she do? I kill me.